So I wanted to do a video about objections to proof of claims because in Chapter 13 cases, this is a major issue. And it's a very important issue that clients need to be aware of. And clients also need to make sure that they are reviewing their claims and letting us know if there's something that is not correct. And if there is something that's not correct, they have to make sure that they have proof of that. Because again, this is a court of law. You can't just stand there and say, oh, that's not right. That's nice. Why is it not right? What's your proof? So let's talk about proof of claims. When you file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy case, your creditors get notice. That is why that we need their name and their address and all that good stuff, because they're going to get a notice. They get a notice that says, hey, Bob filed bankruptcy. If Bob owes you money, you have to file this legal document called a proof of claim within a certain time frame into the case so that you can get paid. So your creditors will prepare the proof of claim. They are supposed to attach proof of your debt to the proof of claim, and they submit it. Now, if you don't review these claims, they're just going to get paid as they are filed, because I don't know if that number is right. My staff doesn't know if that number is right. You are the only person that knows if that is correct. And let me tell you, sometimes we will see things where, for instance, like a homeowners association will file a proof of claim, but right before our client filed, they had caught it up or they had made a payment. And so that amount isn't correct. And so we need to file an objection. This is a formal motion. We have to file an objection to the claim on the basis that here's proof, usually canceled check. Here's proof that our client made this payment. The payment that is in the case isn't correct. Hey, HOA, you guys need to fix it. You need to amend your claim to show the right amount. And so if it doesn't happen before the hearing date that we schedule, then we will ask the court for an order forcing that claim to be amended, or sometimes completely disallowed. So most of the time, these claims usually come up with the IRS or Georgia, because tax claims can be very fluid at the time of filing when they were processed. So typically those are most of the objections to claim. But I'm making this video because with our clients, I can't tell you how many reminders. It's in your attorney-client agreement. We send you emails. We're trying to remind you to make sure that you get with us to review these claims, because if you wait until the end of your case and all of a sudden you decide to review everything, guess what? That's too late. Money's already gone out. Oops, ship has sailed. You should have done this at the beginning of your case. You don't do this at the end of your case, okay? So all I can tell you is if you ignore this until the end of your case and then you're like, oh my God, this claim was wrong and blah, blah, blah. Sorry, that money's gone out. And unless you want to try to file a motion to disgorge it and all this stuff, that's more legal fees. May not even be worth it. And honestly, everyone's going to look at you cross-eyed like, why are you doing this now? Because the claim would have been at the very beginning of your case. You've literally had years to look at this. So please, please, please review your claims when we send you the reminder. And it's easy. We'll send you the reminder. We're going to send you a list of the claims and say, look at these. Do these look right? If something doesn't look right or you don't know what it is, because sometimes collection companies have taken the debt and they filed the claim. So you may look at it and be like, I don't know who this is. No problem. We will actually pull the physical claim from the court site, send to you to say, look at this. Is this right? Because that physical claim is supposed to have everything there. Okay? Enough for you to say if it's yours or not. And if something is not correct, okay, then we can object to it. Now, I do want to preface this because I'll get folks and their objection is, oh, this was predatory lending. This was this was that. They don't have the, especially the mortgage claims, though. Some folks are still saying, oh, this was sold to this person and not recorded. Guess what? Bankruptcy court doesn't hear those. They're not going to hear that. They want to know, is it your debt? Is the amount incorrect? And why? Okay, but we're not getting, if you have issues like that, that's going to be in state court. That's a whole different matter. So please don't come and again, it's not what our judges hear. So if there was a predatory lending action, I'm not saying there wasn't, bankruptcy court's not where you're going to hear it. You're going to go to another court. Usually you're going to go to state court, file your this was predatory lending, they did something illegal. If you get a judgment there, cool, come back to bankruptcy court, we'll deal with it then. But this has to be about the amounts, what was paid and what was actually owed. So if you have a Chapter 13 case, please make sure that you are reviewing the claims. Now, for our clients, again, we make it super easy. We have it on your Chapter 13 client portal. If you need to object to a claim, you simply fill out our little online form, attach your proof, because again, court of law need proof. Attach your proof, upload it to us, we will review it, and then we will let you know if we're able to move forward, or maybe we need some additional information, or maybe we need to do a call with you just to make sure we're understanding, what you're saying. Because sometimes phone calls are just much easier than emails, to be perfectly honest. So we have a process set up, but objections to claim are key motions in Chapter 13 cases. So I would really strongly suggest, if you're in a Chapter 13 case, you file your case. Once that deadline passes, the claim deadline passes to review claims, and we're gonna send you a notice. We're gonna remind you, please make sure that you get with us to do that, so we can ensure that you're paying back the correct amount and that you're not paying back too much. If you have any questions about bankruptcy, at least here in Georgia, please feel free to shoot me an email, and I'm always happy to assist.